morning, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Friday, October 16th, 2015. If you want to follow us on Twitter, go to CATEX TV. How quickly things change. Just 6 weeks ago, Zurich Insurance was poised to take over Royal Sun Alliance in a fairly big transaction. This morning, Zurich said that it's going to cut 10% of its global workforce, or about 500 jobs. The jobs are going to be cut from their German operations only. The company says that it's going to also include, with the job cuts, an investment of more than $228 million in Germany alone in order to make their operations there more efficient. It's quite interesting because just 6 weeks ago, Zurich was thinking it was going to have $3 billion in spare cash on hand that they were going to use to snap up Royal Sun Alliance. However, things began to turn when large losses in China from the Tianjin explosion, as well as unexpected reserve losses that popped up in its U.S. motor book, caused Zurich to begin to wonder whether they should go through with the deal. They ultimately pulled out. Industrial and insurance giant Berkshire Hathaway Specialty Insurance is going to enter the industrial insurance market in Europe. Berkshire Hathaway has been active in Europe as a reinsurer through General Re, as well as other affiliates such as Cologne Re. But this is the first time that Berkshire Hathaway Specialty, founded 2 years ago in the United States, is going to come in to offer primary cover to businesses in Europe. The new division will be run from a continental European headquarters, probably in Germany, but definitely not in London. This goes with Warren Buffett and Ajit Jain's strategy to get closer to the actual insured. General Electric reported this morning better than expected adjusted profit in its third quarter as higher aviation and transportation earnings helped boost its core industrial base. The results come as GE winds down their financial business that once made up about half of its earnings. Of course, a big part of their financial business used to be Employers Re. General Electric took a significant move just this week when it agreed to sell the bulk of its U.S. commercial lending and leasing business to Wells Fargo and Company. Overall, for the period ended on 9/30, GE reported a profit of about $2.5 billion U.S. or 25 cents a share. Analysts had been expecting, excluding the financial businesses being wound down. All right, the industrial core reported a profit of 29 cents a share. Revenue came in at about $28 billion. Analysts polled by Thomson Reuters had forecast earnings of 26 cents a share and revenue of about $28.5 billion. So General Electric actually did significantly better than expected. Here's an interesting story. Everybody's been talking about the California drought. Well, right now, just north of Los Angeles, the critical artery, Interstate 5, is closed down because of mudslides. An intense sudden rainstorm yesterday caused the road to be inundated by mud, so much mud that hundreds of vehicles were stranded, with many motorists being forced to stand on the roofs of their cars in order to avoid being trapped in the mud. There are no reports yet of any injuries or damage other than to the cars, but the California Highway Department says that the road opening is not yet known when that's going to occur. Aspen Insurance in Bermuda says it faces about $50 million in pre-tax losses from the explosion in Tianjin back in August, as well as U.S. wildfires and last month's earthquake in Chile. They say $30 million is directly related to the Tianjin explosions. They say $20 million in losses are going to result from wildfires in Washington state, as well as the Illapel earthquake in Chile. An explosion earlier this morning at an oil rig about 2 hours south of San Antonio has created a massive fireball. It occurred at about 4 a.m. Central Time. Local schools have been canceled. A cordon of evacuation zone has been placed around the explosion. The explosion occurred in a town called Ensenal, Texas. And last night at about 11:15 p.m. Eastern Time, the New York Mets defeated the Los Angeles Dodgers in the best-of-5 playoff series to see who has earned the rights to play the Chicago Cubs to determine who is the National League pennant winner. I know there are so many playoff series now, it's hard to keep them straight. But it was a very exciting game. The Mets arrived back in New York at 6 a.m. this morning. An opening game is tomorrow night I believe, at Citi Field in New York against the Cubs. So New York baseball fans are rejoicing right now. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you Monday.